Three. Okay, we're live.
And welcome to another edition of Off the Deep End. I'm your host, Emmy, and I'm having another evening with Ivan Teller, who is a channeler extraordinaire who channels everything from Prime Creator, otherwise known as gods, to a whole gamut of aliens you've probably been wondering what are. He can let you know what they are and also answer questions about anything that's going on in your life. So without further ado, welcome Ivan to the show.
Hello, greetings. I'm
Greetings.
live.
It's been
Yeah.
a pleasure,
And
Ivan.
then,
It's been so long.
yeah, and I can talk again. I went to the theme parks and I kind of forced myself to speak as usual, like coughing all the time. I just said, screw it. I'm just going to do it. So I'm tired, but I'm all right. So I'm talking without coughing. So that's saying something. So it's getting better finally.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing better because, you know, a world without Ivan talking is not a great world.
Tell me about it. Yeah, we're doing a lot of herbal teas. I'm trying some other stuff. So, I talk all the time now. Probably good to add that back to my routine. I stopped drinking for a long time. So I used to drink them daily, like a Chinese herbal tea. I forgot what it was called. So.
Oh, I thought you were talking about other kinds of drinking.
No, I don't do any of that.
You know what I
don't do earth stuff. I checked out of all that.
No 3D stuff.
Yeah, I don't ride the rides. I just whatever. I'm not a good human. Oh well.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not going by their human ways. Let's put it that way. So, oh well.
Yeah, that's good. So, what's been new, Ivan?
Oh no, just being sick. That's about it. I can't remember anything else. Yeah, you want some political questions. We might bring in somebody. I don't know if you want to talk about. It's up to you. Different federations. If you have a question about that, some people have questions about Ashtar Command and stuff like that. It's up to you. Whatever.
Yeah,
just wing it.
Let's wing it.
Yeah, just wing it.
Talk a little bit about the Donald, our president.
Well, I was gonna bring in. I felt Ishtad to come in. He's a blue Pleiadian. I was gonna bring him in, if that's all right. See how that goes. But bring him in because I channeled like 6 beings today, and he wasn't one of them. But I feel his vibration right now, and it comes through. So.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, I'm still getting well, but we'll see how this goes. So it should be all right. So, all right. Wish you all blessings, and here we go.
See you on the other side.
Yep. Greetings, all. This is Ishtar. Much love from the Galactic Federation of Light. Blessings. Yes.
Welcome, Ishtar.
This one's still being here. Yes, this one's still slightly ill, but we can work with it. One thing before we begin, we want to One moment. Bring you up to date on exopolitics, as your Earth calls it. What they call it, that is beyond, it does not matter. Call it exo. Either way. What is going on in your world? Yes, many Arcturians are becoming more connected. As for hybridization on your planet, as many Arcturians are also having their ground crews becoming more. One moment. One moment. Many Arcturians are part of the ground crew. As for humanoid versions of themselves on this planet, meaning you won't be able to see a difference, as they are being part of assisting with Earth's consciousness, bring it to more of a light energy. Yes, it's difficult for fully, as you're human, they're setting the stage. As for, this is going to be a long process, but they are helping other light workers assist and understand many that connect to them. We're not to realize of their alien nature at first, at least, but I believe they will feel the vibrations of it. I don't believe they will be around very long for to be detected fully. But they will be, as you humans are, in human form for a short time. But it'll be a long process, and they'll come and go, basically, is what we're seeing at this time. As your Earth is going into, yes, to prepare for first contact, but it's still a long ways away. As for your government situation, is still a mess, but also is going through a clearing at this time. I believe you have questions for that. We'll go for that first.
Oh, yes. I have a few questions. The first one is, some people who are awake are having a hard time spiritually during this political transition. What advice would you give them?
Not to pay attention to politics, to connect with yourself, to ignore it, but it does, you have to go in your own process. If you do feel like you need to connect to it, do not let it affect it so much. By meditating, to realize this is Earth's process, not your process, but still is good for you to give good vibrations to those situations. Also, to realize that these are tests for your humanity and for you also, but does not mean you have to fully observe into it. One moment. But meditation seems to be more of a give you a clearing and understanding of why, so understanding, not fully understanding the full process of it, but meditation should give answers. As for asking your guides of what to do about these certain situations, because they do need your positive input. And you are bringing it in unconsciously, but consciously it's hard to deal with. Yes, there are low vibrations in your political realms, as they are there to lower your vibration to a certain degree. It is like a net, a web around your humanity. Even if you do not pay attention to humanity, to the news, it still affects you. At least what happens into politics. But for your human collective, one moment. Is it put a positive intention? Ask yourself not to be affected by it in a negative way. To allow your angels to assist you to, it is good to be informed to a certain degree, but it does need your attention if you feel like it needs your attention. So that's up to you, of course. Blessings.
Thank you.
Hopefully that was somewhat helpful.
That sounds very helpful to me. So just for our listeners in general, or anybody, what is the spiritual significance for the presidency of Donald Trump? What should everybody know that obviously is not, out there in the public arena?
Well, spiritually, he is connected to Ashtar Command. I believe and other different federations, but Ashtar Command is very strong. He is a member of it. He is a star seed of Pleiadian nature, from what I see. From what I know, there's much secrecy around him, but we believe that is what I'm allowed to say at this time. As for spiritual, yes, he's going to be, unfortunately, with this political climate, there's going to be a lot of negativity. That's just the way it is. As for a spiritual awakening, he's going to be unlocking many secrets of your government, allowing humans to finally realize in the hoax of your reality, you could call it third density. I believe more of the alien energies will eventually come into your environment, but you still have much time for that. So spiritual, many are not going to be spiritually connected with him there. As you can see, it's bringing much anger at this time. And many are going to continue that because they're under a cabal connection. So it's very difficult for them to fully connect positively. Those that are not connected to a cabal see as what is going on, but see the difficulties. But it is not going to be an easy presidency, so there's going to be a lot of negativity around it, unfortunately. As for spiritual connections, though, he needs all the spiritual help he can get from the communities, of course. No matter what you think politically. No matter what, you still have a leader. And of course, there is another president you do not see. But still, it's good to bring a good vibration. It will help many. Hopefully that is help enough. Blessings.
What can the spiritual community or just anybody in general do to assist the president in just bringing us into a positive direction?
Put positive intentions out. Even if you don't like them.
He has a lot of intentions to bring us in a positive direction, but not everybody.
Not everybody sees that way. Well, for your communities to put it, no matter who's in charge, is to be a positive outcome for you all. And that vibration does help greatly. Also, forgiveness helps also, even in his times when it is at fault on his end. But humanity is still realizing that some have an ego as they don't want him in charge, and there's certain details. Most humans are not fully informed. Even what is being told to you isn't. Most of what's being told to you is the warrior vibrations, to bring anger into your society. It is there to confuse you, but keep you in a negative state. That is exactly what they're doing. That's been done for a very long time, no matter what kind of political situations on your planet. The churches have been doing it forever. So it is up to you to put a positive vibration, connect to it in a positive way. It's sometimes good to see what's going on in your politics, but it's not exactly needed to be fully absorbed into it. But still, you have much to give. Give out your energy of a more positive galactic alliance, meaning your government. Allow this alien energy around you to be focused on your government, where it becomes more alien, becomes more understanding of its people. You'd be surprised. You're putting your intentions out there, and you help manifesting.
Now I have a question about this, the recent Women's March that preceded inauguration. There's some observations that was kind of implemented from, I guess, Donald Trump calls him George Soros. And apparently there's observations that he also funded Black Lives Matter as well. What do you say to that?
What is going on is many of it is used as a cabal to bring anger and hate, to divide your country. No matter who's funding it. If Sir Soros wasn't doing it, someone else will. He's your public version of it. There's others that are not public. And those are actually more sinister that your world needs a villain to point its finger at. Understand there are others involved, that your world would be more terrified if they truly knew who was involved, but they keep themselves quite secret. These are part of your Illuminati puppets. They're at the lower part of your pyramid, and those are a lot more terrifying than your Soros, just so you know. But yes, this is all orchestrated to bring low vibrations on your planet. That's all it's there for. Black Lives Matter. Also, yes, there's a positive side to both sides, but also the negative can be quite vicious. So it is there to orchestrate drama, and both of them have done a very good job. I understand there's a positive side to both of them also, but the negative is when it gets the news, get your news ratings up. Also, your media is a propaganda machine. It is also loving it up, this drama, because it brings attention to them as reporting on it. So it's a good win-win, depending on how you look at it.
So, what's the difference between the energy we're experiencing right now with this new president versus maybe 2 presidencies, or I want to say 3 presidencies ago,
3.
because there was some angst over, Obama coming in. So, we had a George Bush, I guess, come in where there was a recount, and
yes,
then here there's another presidency, and we didn't even care about whether or not whether George Bush actually did or did not, I guess, win the popular votes in 2000. I mean, we did, but I think we care about it more now than we did then. Amazingly, I'm just wondering why that is.
As for the popular vote, well, he did not win. It was stolen, but all of them are stolen. That was I wanted to say that was a last-minute change, as they weren't. There was going to war of who would set out the agenda, and it became more of the Bush cabal than the Gore cabal. Gore would have done the same things, so it does not matter who was there. But Bush became more of a likely candidate, and at the last minute, that was done. So what is going on at this time? As for a popular vote, though, I don't believe that's. As for the different, yes, your Trump this time, I would not worry too much of your popular vote. Yes, it was. All elections are arranged. And in this case, your Trump is not part of your old cabal. He is something new. It is part of a new energy of shifting you to more of a galactic planet. Yes, some might say that is out of this world. What are you talking about? The aliens are going to arrive tomorrow, then not at all. He is setting the stage for it. It's still taking a long distance. It's going to take some time for that to fully function on your planet. But you set the stage and others will follow. I don't believe that any of their future presidents would change that agenda at all. Blessings.
What are some things that we can look forward to in his presidency that are not being put out there in the public, besides the galactic information or associations?
Besides the Galactic Federations, what exactly are you looking for?
Oh, well, there's a lot of buzz about him. Well, not even building the wall, but about him yanking back Planned Parenthood, and do you see him having a change of heart with regards to that, or?
That's up in the air at this time. It is a high possibility that will cut his funding, but I believe he'll have funding no matter what. But it is many government fundings are going to be revoked, so that would be one of them. It is not decided at this time. But we do see many of your healthcare increasing greatly in a positive way. It will take some time for that to be fully implemented, but we do see that greatly improved in your next couple of years. As for being cheaper and also more effective, as I believe the plan has been placed from what I see at this time.
I see. And I guess another question I have is a lot of people understanding what the ban, I guess, against Muslims, like immigrants, that it's a ban for a 120-day ban for refugees. Is there going to be a positive outcome? Is he just trying to figure out what's going on, and then, deciding how he's going to take care of the refugee situation?
Yes, it's going to cause a trouble, yes. It will cause many protests and, yes, much negativity. I believe, I'm not sure if you're aware, there was a sighting around your Mexican border recently for ships, I believe were Pleiadian. They were showing their concern because many refugees, unfortunately, are going to suffer during this. There's not much they can do. But also your Mexico cartels are ran by your U.S. government and your black projects. It is a third world country because of your black projects. It was done that for a reason. Where else are you going to run your drugs through? So yes, it's going to cause a great amount of poverty, unfortunately. As for when it'll be cleared up, it's hard to say, but it does not look like it's going to have a positive outcome anytime soon. It's because the criminal cartels are in the United States right now causing much ruckus. The idea is to clean that out. Unfortunately, it's going to become very unpopular by doing that. But someone has to do it. So we do see his presidency not being easy in that regard. As for threats, unfortunately, I believe he'll be well protected. But yes, he's not going to be a very unpopular president, but he's going to bring much positivity also. Instead of laying it around and when the elites do things, he's doing things on his own as for changing things for the better instead of being a puppet for the masters. So this is an unusual one that your cabal is not used to and do not like it. Those are the positive Illuminati energies, have no problem with it, but they are protecting him the best they can at this time. Even if it's not going to be perfect. But they understand it's not going to be perfect no matter what they do. If you're trying to clean up darkness, it's going to be messy. And nothing's going to be perfect on our planet. On this wall also, yes, we do see it eventually being created and causing more darkness, unfortunately. As that's not truly the answer, but for right now, it does have a lot of positives to it. But realize walls can come up, walls can come down. So we do not see it there for a very long time. It is possible it will be there for a while, but realize it can also be taken down at the right time. But right now is the idea to protect your country from darkness. And for the moment, that is right for your third density. For us, of course, we handle much different, but we're not involved, of course. Hopefully that was helpful.
Do you think building this wall will kind of block the companies who've been using illegal laborers, like Monsanto have been using
possibly, yes,
exploiting labor? So
it would make
this will kind of be a good thing.
It will make it more difficult.
They'll still need to build. Mm-hmm.
Some will work around it
to exploit labor.
But not all will work around it. Some will have to do things the hard way and hire regular people instead of using slave labor. But yes, that is part of your cabal. Also, as your Monsanto is no different than your black projects, is no different than your CIA, unfortunately. You can call that the CIA of your food, or yes, I like to call it the CIA because it makes more sense. Your FBI is kind of, your CIA is more of your black project energies. Because you do not see them. And even your Monsanto, you don't truly see. They're still very secretive. So it is still no different than your CIA. It is very, yes, but it is on your ground and everyone's ground, but it is very much involved with darkness. But yes, even that, we do see that being cleaned up eventually. That takes some time for that. That's a difficult one to bring light to.
Now with the building of this wall between the Mexico and U.S. border, well, just that aside, do you see the U.S. being more neighborly to its southern its countries south of the border? Because the whole thing is that they want people to come in legally. However, the U.S. has not been neighborly to any of the countries that are outside of Europe. So do you see an easing on granting of passports and working visas and things like that?
Possibly. That'll take time. Right now, it's going to be a while for that to happen because your government is going through a cleaning house right now. So it's going to be some time. It's going to be some growing pains When your Earth starts connecting to extraterrestrials, there's going to be a major growing pains. You can say this is a warm-up towards that. Of course, that won't happen anytime soon. But realize, see what your Earth is going through right now. Think about when your extraterrestrial energy comes into a third density environment that's not ready for it, understands it, or wants it for that matter. Just being by yourselves on a planet is just fine. So yes, your world has as much growing up to do. It has much anger around it. Many of your reptilians are very much involved as well in your vibration, not just them. There are other cabals involved. Anunnaki is playing a great role in lowering your Earth's vibrations. As for knowing well how your DNA works and how your mind works, they do it so sneaky. That is, sneaky. I have to use that word because that's pretty much the vibration that's going on. It is very controlling. And it is of a high order that is so sophisticated, you're a regular human. Unless you connect to it and are aware, become more open, as many of you are, and you're a normal human that is still part of the cabal mind control set, is a sitting duck, you could say, one way of looking at it. They can change their vibrations, but they have to let go of the fear and allow themselves to grow up spiritually, which is very difficult because they don't know what that is. So yes, your Earth is going to go through a major growing pain. This is the beginning of it. Many more to follow up to your extraterrestrial disclosure. Yes, go ahead, please.
Do you think that the U.S. or just people in general have been just injected with some kind of extra low vibrational energy around this time? Because it seems like everybody's upset. It's just everybody's upset about politics more than ever. It's kind of cancerous to me.
Only because the Republican won. Right now, if a Democrat won, everyone would be happy. It'd be songs being sung. And it's just the Republicans is more of a money-driven dark cabal also, but this one's great, different. Even Republicans don't like this energy either. Your tradition, this is untraditional what you're going through. And expect more of this. It's not necessarily being injected. It is just that those are the programming. It's not liking the program. It is not enjoying this program. It enjoyed your Obama that played basketball and did very joyful things, and this one's not doing any of those things, so it's causing a ruckus, especially in your entertainment world that's been greatly brainwashed, unfortunately, by darker energies. Not to say your Republicans is much different, but they are less in favor because of the wars that were going on. As many went to war for no reason, so they knew the Republican Party would not be popular. But what a great time to bring in one that is not popular with the Republicans also. There's going to be a great amount of negativity. It's just their programming. It is, they are used to a certain type of vibration. The liberal vibration, whatever you want to call it. Not all are part of this, but some are dedicated, feel like that's the only way, and going a different direction. All they see is fear. Unfortunately, look at all that fear. Look at all that hate. Your humans still have a long ways to go as for connecting positively to any higher beings. Right now.
I know that we've been on a low vibration for a while, but it seems like going in reverse.
Only because you have politically, only because you have a Republican there, unfortunately. There are other things going on, but that is financial. But understand they do this through sound and different vibrations through your food. But your economy isn't exactly going very well either, so that's causing a low vibrational energy also. There's many tools being brought to your planet. Yes, that is stirring things around. It is a soup of negativity, but it is difficult to swim in that soup, as you can see.
So there have been a lot of misrepresentations of Donald Trump as he was on the campaign trail.
Of course.
just all wrapped up together.
Well, but that happens to all your candidates, I believe. And for this one, he's not exactly the most likable, but still, he's here to shake things up from what I've seen, from what I am being told at this time.
Yeah, that seems to be the key word amongst different channelers too, that he's going to shake things up. That he's not really here to, it's basically, he's not going to appeal to, I guess, a lot of people, but he's here to shake up the government, you know, the politics, the political structure that's been in place for so long.
Yes, what's going on right now is your political structure is being changed also. As a possibility of it all changing. But I don't believe he has the power to do that because you would change everything in your government system to make it more make sense. There's a possibility he would do that. Become even more unpopular, but bring more positivity to your environment more than you realize. But your society is so busy waiting for the doomsday button to be pushed that unfortunately it's bringing such a low vibrational energy that here humans have difficulties seeing the fuller picture. Fear does not solve, no matter who, if you do not like the candidate, no matter what, don't you want a more positive future for all of you? And many are not seeing it that way, unfortunately. No matter, understand, even the aliens, we all disagree on different individuals, but we do not go out and hit the doomsday button and cause the whole world's going to be an apocalypse just by one person being in office. The world has much to learn, as you can see.
We just had a women's march not too long ago that happened to involve women worldwide, and it turned out it started with a women's march focused on human rights, but it turned into a protesting Donald Trump march, it seemed.
Yes, that's part of the dark cabal. As is, they do not want him in power. So they're going to use whoever they can. That's already at a lower vibration, anger-wise, by that one being in office. They're just there to fuel the fire. Wherever they can start a fire, they're going to start it. And that is one place there will be more to follow. It could be at a woman's picnic. It has nothing to do with politics. If someone gets angry at politics, they will find a way to fuel that also.
Do you think that we're being fed extra negative EMFs?
Always that fed extra, that happens all the time. Extra is not correct. It is always happening. So it is how you deal with it and how you resist it, and many do not resist it. It lets it hold onto them like a slug and absorb them and make them worse. It always happens. There's not a time where more comes. You're always under attack. Is on how you deal with it. Your entertainment news or I call it entertainment, your Fox News or your CNN's, whatever. Entertainment in the long run, it's all entertainment. It's all low vibrational energies. Propaganda energies, unfortunately. And that's another way to rope your society down. Unfortunately.
It seems like people are forgetting that there's a political process, and you know, it's still a democratic country, and if you don't like something, then you go and, you know, petition your government for changes and things like that.
Yes, but we've done it in a more positive way, as more positive energy instead of this hate. Hate is what's diving your people into more depression, more illnesses, more body dysfunction. More positive energies you bring, no matter what happens, will bring a more positive outcome. Your society going to, yes, the apocalypse direction is not helping your vibration of your planet at all. But that is done very well, mostly by your Anunnaki from what I'm seeing at this time.
Yes. So do you have any final messages for us in that regard, or any messages for Donald Trump?
Yes, you hang in there, but he is doing as he feels is right. He is following his path. And unfortunately, it is not accepted. It is more protest energies that is easily manipulated, unfortunately. But one moment. As for a transformation, as for our message for you, one moment. As I say, live in the now. Allow yourself to heal from negativity. Not worry about the future so much. Heal yourself and your future. Not to worry about what this political arrangement is. As for positive energies, you will have positive energies to flow back. Think of it as your Niagara Falls, as just positive natural energies across your planet, instead of this great amount of negativity. Hate lives within your society. It is part of your culture. It is difficult to let it go because it is an obsession, unfortunately. It is part of your culture. It is part of your entertainment. It is a false emotion as for solving problems. So our message to you is just to connect, be patient, and love yourself. And that is our message. That's this time.
And that's a great message. Thank you very much.
Yes. Blessings to you all.
Blessings
Have
to
a
you,
good night.
Ishtar. Thank you for
blessings. Yes. Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay. Greetings.
Welcome back, Ivan.
Hello. Yeah. All right.
There were good messages for our president, for our protest.
Sounds good. Okay. Hopefully our internet is.
So can you please let our listeners know where to find you?
Yeah, just ivanteller.com or go to YouTube. Just look up Ivan Teller and have web apps. You can go to Play Store and find the Ivan Teller web on ISO or Android. So we have webinars and private sessions and things of that sort. So, all right.
And they're really great. I actually just had one. So contact Ivan right away. And Ivan, thank you for being again. And for my listeners, we'll see you next time.